This is Catching Exceptions, and today I'm going to introduce you to a music lover and a technophile, Rodrigo Peplau. So thank you for sitting with me.
It's a pleasure to be here, man. I've been waiting for this moment since last year.
I know. You asked me, I had to. You were so enthusiastic, why not?
Indeed.
I want to get to know you a little bit before we get into the deeper questions. So, where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
I am from Brazil. I've been born in a small city in South Brazil called Criciúma. Now I'm living in the capital of Santa Catarina. It's called Florianópolis, the city. It's an island, and it has beaches all around. It has 42 beaches.
42 beaches?
Yeah, bring your board. And also, this is a good measurement of how much I love my job, because otherwise I would be at the beach whole day, right?
So, what was it actually got you started programming?
When I got my first PC, it was a 8-bit system called MSX. From Microsoft Extended. But they are not famous here in the United States, more in Russia and Japan. And you usually used to plug that on TV. And I got a black and white TV. And the reason I programmed for that at that time was just for doing my own games.
What kind of games are we talking about?
I programmed once the snake one, that you got to eat the things and you grow. Keeps getting more and more difficult. And I once programmed an adventure, all text, and you have to imagine, have a good imagination. So the text describes where you are, and you can type. There's not something you click. You can type like go north, It was really similar to Nintendo, the smaller one, Famicom.
Famicom, yeah.
That indeed some games that was on Famicom is also on MSX. It's an 8-bit system, really, really old. At that time you use cassette tapes to register your games, so you have to wait 10 minutes for something to load.
So I know that you eventually ended up getting 2 different degrees, and one is computer science and one is in engineering. Now maybe you can give me a little bit of background on the difference between the two. Because, there is a difference.
So at the computer science, that took me 5 years to complete. You got since the beginning, you learn how to program, you learn, programming techniques, you learn compilers, you have all kinds of calculus, which is not that fun, I would say. While at my master degree, we call it post-graduation in Brazil. It was only two years, and it's not every day, so it's smaller course. However, you focus on things like management of people, how to manage a project, Scrum, all the things. So it was a higher level, I would say.
So I know that you started doing kind of professional development in the 90s. And that was an interesting time for, doing web development. That was kind of like still a very raw era. Give me a little idea of what it was like trying to work at that time.
At the very beginning of the internet in Brazil, it was 1996. We got modems with that strange noise, which for me, yeah, exactly. And I have to remember that I was in Brazil, which got a was late adopting internet, so I got internet about 1996. At the time, before that, we used to change data using diskettes. Yeah,
the big floppy
disks, yeah, like 5140. It was fun to deal with a lack of resources. That was the thing that caught my attention. We have to save bits as much as possible. So you have to compress your images. You have to use, background images as much as possible. So it can be repeated in a single pixel. But things changed a lot at that time. I was playing with PHP at the very beginning.
PHP.
Yeah.
I did a lot of PHPs myself.
Really?
So, yeah.
Do you miss it?
No.
No?
But it was a great learner language.
Exactly, yeah.
So let me ask too, so I know that you are a musician.
I play a bit of harmonica. However, my strong part is I've dedicated my time to learn how to sing. So I got singing lessons for 5 years. I can even sing, opera, things like that.
Really?
Yeah, however, my preferred song is heavy metal, hard rock.
So it's opera and heavy metal.
No, actually, I just learned opera because I was learning classical singing, so I had to do that.
Okay.
But my idea was just to know how to sing so I can sing like Bruce Dickinson. Last year I got a chance to sing in the downtown of my city along with 200 drummers.
That's a lot of drummers.
It was a lot of drummers. I had a video on YouTube I can show you after. I sung We're Not Gonna Take It from
yeah,
Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister.
Yeah, and the cops was before me, looking at me. Oh, this guy.
So my last question, do you have a message for the community?
What I would like to say is that this platform is something that is really precious because it empowers the technical team, You cannot fire someone that easy as you can fire someone like in PHP or C# native because you gotta know this platform. And that's the reason why, in my opinion, the community is so amazing because you got to depend on the people that knows that, And also if you hide yourself inside your house, you are not just avoiding to help the community, but also avoiding to help yourself because you cannot learn everything in this platform just by yourself reading. You gotta trade experience.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, buddy.
So that was Catching Exceptions, and you just met the solution architect at Nish Tech, Rodrigo Peplau. Next time you see me, we're going to be getting to know somebody else. Till then, hang loose.
Hang loose.